Hello everyone, Mr. Storkin here, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. We are going to continue on with the Parlug. Before we do that, actually, I want to do the Reward Master, because it says there's a reward for us.
Well,
Yours, Ambrosia. It's no, well, it's bullying we should actually sell. While I do that real fast, I'm Shopkeeper. Let's sell it there.
I carry a little of everything here.
Sell items. There we go. Okay.
Hope to see
Money
you again
bag.
soon.
Let's go do the Parlug. Which has me a bit concerned because it's with a unit we have. No expertise using, but 2 of them are my mains, so I'm happy about that too. Let's go take care of it. Also, it's really low level too. Interesting.
Whew. There may not be snow here, but the wind still settles right in your bones.
Make sure to stay warm, all right? It's often coldest in places without snow.
Apologies for dragging you so far north, and then saddling you with reconnaissance duties. Still, how are things looking?
Thought for sure we'd see signs of the enemy by now, but I've got nothing. You really think those Srang folks are coming over these mountains? Seems like a pretty risky plan.
Oh, they will come. It's in their nature.
And if I know their leader, this will be a much larger raid than normal.
I'll ask about the
This
leader.
leader sounds like a big deal.
Yes, he's quite well versed in Fodlan's culture and military strategy alike.
After he was surrendered to Margrave Gautier as a prisoner of war, he was held here for some time. The Margrave lost his wife to the Srang offensive, and I know he harbored many ill feelings towards their people. But he also hoped to improve relations between the two peoples, and thusly treated his prisoner well, teaching him our language and customs.
That's great.
Sadly, the prisoner did not appreciate the effort. He fled Margrave Gautier at his first opportunity and scurried back home.
But if Srang offered him as a hostage, why would they welcome him back?
It's all a bit muddled and unclear. Father dispatched men to find out the truth of the matter, but everyone feigned ignorance.
Still, he now leads the Srang forces, which means they must have at least some respect for the man. Doubtless they were pleased when he walked in the door with inside knowledge of Fodlan practically oozing from his pores.
You've got one interesting neighbor, I'll give you that. Things are tougher in the north than I thought.
I'm glad you've come to understand our situation, at least in some small part.
Our preparations are complete, Father. Perhaps it's time we gather the generals?
Yes. Once everyone is here, we'll depart for the Ruska Mountains and take shelter at the stronghold in the foothills.
That stronghold again? We're practically retracing the entire northern campaign at this point.
Yes, that is where hostilities began, isn't it? Your Majesty, House Gautier should have been able to handle this situation ourselves. Pray forgive me for dragging you into it.
Not at all. Gautier and Fraldarius have long been allies in the fight against the forces of Srang. It is only right that the leader of House Blathed should come to your aid in a time of such crisis. I'll be counting on you and Sylvain as well.
We show some confidence.
Don't worry, we'll send these folks packing.
Great. In that case, maybe I'll kick back and let you do all the...
Okay.
Kidding. Kidding. Of course, I'll give this everything I have. Well, except my life. I'll be keeping that.
I'll do my best as well, Margrave. Though, having ceded the Fraldarius title to my son, I fear I am not but a common military man now.
False modesty ill suits you, Rodrigue. Now let's all go out there and make our king proud.
Okay, let's go drive back the army. Don't let any allies get routed. Rodrigue's the one I'm worried about. Well, yeah, let's start. Oh, the effects get higher. That's good to know. Okay.
Brave soldiers of Vargas, I task you now with this. Defeat the forces of Strang and prove your might.
Strain. That's a strange name. Okay.
I will hold down the stronghold. You focus on dispatching the enemy.
Yeah, but I can't really get routed either, so... Man, I gotta look at the... I keep freaking Rodrigue's part of our
what we can do.
team on
Hear you
this.
loud and clear. I'll make short work of this.
Where'd Dimitri go? Dimitri there. Is there.
Proceed as planned.
I'll have him go over there. There we go. Okay. Else Jez is going to be up here helping with the bridge. Because, yeah, there's another one up here, too. Okay, the general. Mid-center, your Panda. Sorry, I was a bit worried there, but nothing to ultimately worry about, I guess. There we go, now one taken down, and then one past the dust.
And repeating the same fight as well. Not sure how I feel about that one.
Okay, I want to see how well you do here, Rodrigue. You remember you being a mage, so it's odd seeing you with a staff, but okay. With that, yay. And we'll have them go up here. Because there's another one up there. There you are. Whoa. Come on. Destroy the storage general. Please release me. Because, okay, Expo go. Buasha. I think that worked. Or, yeah, it did. Okay.
Ready to go.
Since we have you completed one, we're going to send you after a new target.
Now, before the worry sets in. I'm here to provide backup.
Okay, odd sends me
Not a
to say,
I've
but
got this.
okay. I'm not sure if anything compared to yours. It's a trickster. I keep on forgetting that you're a trickster because you don't look anything like a trickster. So, yeah. Do everything quickly. There we go.
I'm fighting alongside the young Margrave and late King once again. It's quite the sensation.
Okay.
Honored you think I stack up to my father. I can't help but feel like I pale in comparison.
We all feel the same eventually.
You are more than worthy of the comparison.
There's one that's kind of just running away and hiding over here.
And hey, Dimitri's already blazed that path, so he's got to know what he's talking about.
Okay. That one right there. Okay. Don't know why you're running a lot, but okay. I'll take care of it quickly and quietly, which is be easier. Ow. Oh, there's two of you here? I only thought there was one. There's only one here. I'm just being... Yeah, I don't know why I can't always focus on you. I decided to focus on that stronghold tracking, but okay. There we go. Yay. We did it.
There will be no end if we stay on the defensive. Perhaps we should take the fight to our enemy instead.
Okay, that's one idea. Seize the strongholds
These
within the
wild
time limit.
tactics remind me of my father's chess
A
strategies.
minute? A minute.
Hear you
I'm
loud
sorry.
and
You
clear.
it's 2 minutes
I'll make
actually, but
short work of this.
ooh,
Not a problem.
that's already quite the stretch.
I've got this.
We must act now, before the worry sets in.
Take a breather.
I was right
I think
character
they
for a
might
bit.
be
Okay.
trying to reach our base.
The time limit's the part that's scaring me more. Okay, yeah, so Vane's there, which is what we want to take care of first. You know, the first one's always the one that's hard to take care of
With all your might.
first, but this just feels unrealistic. And oh, wow, they're really weak.
I shall take the lead.
My turn.
Like, oh my gosh, that was insane how weak that one
One
was.
died in the Shrine Raids. What was she?
Sorry, I did not mean to interrupt the story beat, but while we're here,
Hear you loud and clear.
I'm gonna have you come over here and attack him.
She was a classmate of ours at the academy, and the star pupil of the Black Eagles.
Oh, wow.
And here whose wall of ice modified after she was lost.
Indeed. Before that, he was a lively young man, cheerful, friendly to the last.
Okay. Oh, really? Shut up. I'm used because I'm deeply afraid of losing here because that'd be bad. There we go.
Not a problem.
Okay, go after him. There we go. Okay.
Let's take the stronghold.
I'm confused on what the mission is now.
Everything is going swimmingly.
Hear you loud and I'll make.
I doubt even Lambert could find fault with us.
Okay, this is just, there's too many enemies here.
Isn't causing you or His Majesty too much trouble.
I see the stronghold captain now.
This stronghold will fall.
Oh, quickly, quickly.
You can help.
There we go. Okay, good. This is the good strategy because then we can do double the attack, which is Buena Vista. We can also see if we take the log pattern, so that is good too.
That should make things easier, but there's still
Oh.
the commander to deal with.
Okay.
This payback has been years in the making, Gautier.
That voice actor sounds so familiar. Okay, what now?
That guy. The one who's as loud as a cannon. That must be who we're looking for.
Okay, defeat the reinforcements. Ugh. Okay.
Hear you loud and I'll make short work of this.
We must act now, but let us see what we can do.
We will
Mitri, what
proceed
you doing
as planned.
down there?
We must strive
okay.
to perform to the best of our ability.
Not a problem.
Okay.
I've
Yeah, I deal with all of them, I guess. So, yeah. We're running out of material. That's interesting. Oh, ow. Come on. Come on, no. Boy. At least there's no time on this one, so we can be a bit more strategic about it, or, wise about what moves you have to use. Compared to the last one where it's just like we were... Oh, there's two of them here. That's changed things a bit. We can try and group them together. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. I was really hoping to hit both of you with that. Oh, there's... All of them are here by Dimitri. Okay. Okay, I was all of a sudden frozen, but okay. Oh, good. You're now grouped together. That's point of it. Defeat 3 at once? Oh, Dimitri. You're running for MVP, aren't you?
Hear you loud and clear. I'll make short work of them.
Rodrigue, where are you?
We must act now.
Okay, I'm okay with Rodrigue being there because that's where I want him to be. Because oh, if I was going to the right bow. There you are. Come on, hit them fast, hit them hard, hit them fast, hit them hard. Oh boy, boom! Okay, that was interesting to see come from behind there. Let's go. Group them all together and destroy. The plan sounds like a plan. There we go. Let's go. Nope. One of you is mine. the trickster who's right behind me. Okay,
Hear you loud and clear.
we'll send Dimitri up that way. Make up your mind of who I'm supposed to take care of. It's really unclear, and I'm getting tired of constantly going back and forth between foes. Okay, that escalated. Okay, it looks like we took care of whoever it was. Oh, really? You used all your skills. Okay. Oh, I should have upgraded his healing ability. Okay, take the hit, please. Thank you. Helpful if I can see your shield, which obviously isn't there. Now it shows up. Okay. Come on, take the hit. There we go. XP go. Okay. Dimitri.
We
Deal
will
with them.
proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the best of
And-
our ability.
No, Sylvain's the closest to him, actually. Okay, we'll do Sylvain's awakening here because, yeah, actually we'll send Shez out to deal with Dimitri's problem. Okay, and Dimitri doesn't look like he's going after anyone in particular. I could have been wrong because it looks like he had the attack symbol on him, which just proved me wrong. Okay. Was that the right one? Yeah, it was. Okay.
My time has
Take a breather.
I've awaited this moment.
Okay, Dimitri, take care of them. Please and thank you. That is swell. Boom. Come on. Go on, go after the general. That is swell. Yay, there goes.
A resounding success.
Yes, it was.
Don't hate us for this. Our way of life hangs in the balance.
Okay. I was trying to intercept you, but that wasn't working out.
ready to go. Allow me.
My turn.
So,
We will proceed as planned.
go for
We
you.
must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
Hear you loud and clear.
I know you say
I'll make
abilities,
short
but
work
you
of
get
this.
way too long to get there, Dimitri. Okay. Oh, come on. There we go. Hit them fast, hit them hard. Hit them fast, hit them hard.
Old friends. I hear your brother kicked off.
Yes, you did. But what do you care? You're the one who left us behind, remember?
I'm gonna follow your lead. I've got you now.
Oh, that did. I was gonna say, they didn't say like claim victory to beat them. So I was like, oh, we're not gonna win this. Or like, this isn't gonna be the end of the battle. But it was. I was surprised.
But I can retreat with my pride intact.
Yeah, and don't come back. Or if you do, at least leave your weapons and soldiers behind.
I'll think about it.
Okay. Stage complete. That's good. SAOS. I was hoping for more, but okay. We can always redo it to get next rank. Sylvain, so close. You're so close.
The more I'm capable of, the more I can help His Majesty.
Okay. That's good to know. And, ooh, gold. Oh, Rodrigue and Sylvain went up. That's good. I wasn't expecting theirs to go up, but okay.
They descended upon us like a storm.
I've never seen the people of Srang fight with such ferocity. and their leader was a pure terror. Still, I thought that man more discerning than to simply attempt to batter his way into Fargus.
Let's go with that
Sounds
one.
like someone lit a fire under them. Probably convinced them this was their chance to take out the kingdom. What with our being occupied with the Empire and all.
But who would this Flamestoker be? Someone from Adrestia, perhaps.
We can't discount Cornelia and her ilk. They're like a bad rash that won't go away.
It will take time to pin down the truth. But even if this is the result of some outside influence on the Srang clans, the fault still lies with me. I never should have educated that man.
Don't blame yourself, Father.
The people of Srang do not speak the language of Fodlan. Had he never learned it?
Yet Sylvain was only able to get through to him as a result of your teachings. And though his words lacked compassion, it was still quite remarkable to hear him speak at all. I was raised to think of the Srang people as demons who emerged unbidden from the snowy tundra. Considering that, exchanging even a few meager sentences with them feels like a miracle.
I agree with His Majesty. We will never achieve peace without understanding each other. And you know we can't end this through sheer force of arms alone, Father.
We already understand our enemy perfectly well. They fight for a port that is not choked with ice, and for land that is warm and fertile. Yet Fargus is hardly a region of abundance, and there is nothing we can spare them. So how exactly do you hope to achieve peace amidst such scarcity?
I don't know, yet. But I'll keep searching for a way, even if it takes my entire life.
You remain as naive as ever, boy.
Matthias, wait! Apologies, Your Majesty. I will go speak with him. You should make ready to head back.
What the Margrave says is reasonable, yet I sense an earnestness in your words as well, Sylvain.
Oh, I'm earnest, all right. I'll drag our people kicking and screaming to peace if that's what I have to do.
I'm curious, Sylvain.
Peace with Srang doesn't sound like some hopeless ideal to me. I'm sure you'll find a way to pull it off.
Thanks. That means a lot.
Regardless, we must eliminate this threat if we ever hope to free ourselves from the power of the relics. Still, there's no reason we must do so through military might and bloodshed, if another way will suffice. I appreciate the way you think, Sylvain. I truly do.
And I'm always impressed with how much you hate warfare, considering how good you are at it.
Is your father going to be okay? He didn't exactly take well to your opinion back there.
Trust me, I've been a son for long enough to know that the feelings he keeps private can fill a library. If he really thought I was some kind of naive idiot, he'd have kept it to himself. There's something else weighing on his mind here. I'm certain of it.
There you are, Matthias.
Do you remember the night of the ball, Rodrigue? Back in our days at the Academy? You, me, and Lambert grew weary of the festivities and stole away to train by ourselves.
How could I forget? The stars in that sky were a true sight to behold. We talked about all sorts of things that night. It was the first time we ever discussed our dreams for the future, and the last as well.
Lambert told us how he hoped to forge a peace between Fargus and the people of Srang in Duscar.
Ha! He certainly did. And once he was named king, the man did his best to see it through. Srang may have been a lost cause, but he worked tirelessly to bring Duscar into the fold.
I called him naive that night. His dreams sounded like the thing of childhood storybooks and cradle tales. But these days, I wonder if I wasn't the naive one. He always took the long view of things, saw the whole continent unfolding before him. But me? I've lost too many over the years, and their blood clouds my vision. I could never see things now as he once did. Could there really be a pathway to peace?
Ah. You haven't changed one bit, Matthias. If you regret what you said to Sylvain, I suggest you find him and apologize before this goes any further.
Yes. Yes, you're right.
Oh, Lance Ruin. Thank you. So we're gonna return to camp. We're gonna do a power look in the part because yeah, that was fun. We're gonna do the story chapter next, which will level up them to level 45 because level 45 is a good level to be at. That could be really annoying, couldn't it? Okay. Support info. Mercedes. Who's Mercedes? Of course, Jazz. Okay, let's do it.
Today's training was a total mess. My feet are killing me.
We need to stay in peak shape, though. You never know when we might get tossed into a battle.
True. We've got to be ready for anything.
Mercedes? You daydreaming again? Gotta say, you've been acting all kinds of weird lately.
Have I? I feel perfectly fine, I assure you.
You sure? Back when we had that tea party, you looked so... I don't know... sad.
I suppose I can't hide anything from you. Things like tea parties with dear friends, or seeing the trainees work so hard to improve. It reminds me of how things were before the war, if just for a moment.
You mean back at the academy?
Yes, and before that, when I lived with my mother and my little brother. It also reminds me of the time I spent studying with friends at the School of Sorcery in the capital. Things may not have been easy then, but I would give anything to return to those days.
Huh. I don't think I've ever seen you get this sentimental about something.
The feeling surprises even me. All my years, I've gone wherever the current of life chose to sweep me. In truth, I used to think nothing ever went precisely how I wanted it to. But looking back now, I realize just how joyous all those moments really were. And yes, I'm aware it isn't good to dwell so heavily on the past, but I can't seem to help myself.
I'll reassure you.
That's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with getting sentimental. Nobody's gonna judge you for reliving one or two good memories every now and then.
Thank you, truly. You're such a kind person.
Still, you shouldn't keep all your emotions bottled up like that. We might not go back to the peace of the old days anytime soon, but we can still have tea parties. I'm always here to listen if you ever need to get something off your chest, Mercedes.
You mean that? I'm so glad to hear it. In that case, why don't we have one right now?
Sure, I don't mind. But why now?
Because I used the money I'd been saving up to buy some more ingredients. Remember how we were talking about all those different kinds of delicious fruit desserts before? Well, I went ahead and whipped some up.
I can never turn down an invitation like that. Can't wait to see what you came up with.
Well, okay. That's gonna end for this part. I know this one was a bit long, but yeah, better long than not long, I guess. Anyway, be sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time with more Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Till then, bye-bye.